Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are doing great and preparing for your upcoming examination. So, welcome back to your online video classes by LPM Public School. So, students, as you all know, at this time your school is closed due to the cold wave and chill weather. So, that is why we are providing you the series of online revisional class so that you can revise your all chapters and you can perform better in your upcoming exam. Okay, so students, you have to watch this video till the end. Okay, and in the ending I will give you a homework. Okay, so I'll explain you your homework that you have to do at your home. Okay, so that you can perform better. Okay, so without any further delay, let's start our today's class. So students, as you all know, in our previous video class, we had revised chapter number 11. Okay, so what was the name of chapter number 11? Chapter number 11 was the beginning of civilization. Okay, so in that chapter, we had learned about how the civilization began. Okay, how the nomads converted to the settled person, how they started living in a settlement. Okay, so that all things, that all stuffs we had read in our previous video, and in our today's class we are going to revise chapter number 12, that is Ashoka and Harsha. Okay, I know you all are, I hope you all are aware by the name of Ashoka and Harsha, because I have already taught you this chapter in the physical classes, okay, in your physical classes. So now we are going to revise this chapter. Okay, so if any one of you didn't you didn't present in the physical class, so now here you can also read this chapter. You can learn the all facts about Ashoka and Harsha, all the important things of this chapter in this video lesson. Okay, so don't skip this video and watch this video till the end. Okay, so our chapter name is Ashoka and Harsha. So let's begin. So in this chapter, what you will learn? So you will learn visualize life in India many years ago. So you will also be able to visualize the life of India, how the people who live in India many years ago, what was their lives. Okay, and you will also be able to discuss the lives and work of two great kings who ruled India long ago, Ashoka and Harshvardhan. Okay, so Harsha's full name was Harshvardhan. Okay, so these are the names of two great kings of India. Okay, so in this chapter we will learn these about these two great kings so that we can better ourselves, we can improve ourselves, and we can learn something from them. Okay, that is why we are reading about them. Is that clear, students? Okay, so first of all, let's know, let's come to know that what who was Ashoka and who was Harsha. Okay, so firstly we will know about Ashoka. Okay, so as you all know, students, many great kings and queens ruled India during the ancient period. The effort they took to make the people of their kingdom happy earned them a special place in Indian history. Okay, so in many years ago, ancient India, many kings and queens ruled, but some of the kings and queens who took their efforts to make their people's life better, that is why we remember them. Okay, we praised them. Okay, so first one is Ashoka. Ashoka and Harsha was also such kings. Okay, so firstly let's read about Ashoka. Okay, so around 2500 years ago, India was divided into several small kingdoms. Okay, these kingdoms were constantly fighting with each other. Each each ruler wanted each ruler wanted to make their kingdom the largest. By 450 BCE, the kingdom of Magad had become the strongest and the largest them all. The It was ruled at that time by the kings of Maurya dynasty. One of the greatest king was Ashoka. Okay, so at that time, Ashoka was a king of Maurya dynasty, and he ruled. He used to rule over Magad. Okay, as you can see here, this is the Ashoka's empire. Okay, okay, as you can see, Ashoka captured so many kingdoms, his neighbor kingdoms, okay, and he make such a largest kingdom, okay. He made his own empire. Or as you can see, this green part on the map of India, you can see these green part were the empire of Ashoka, okay. And Ashoka wanted to rule all over the India, okay, so that is why he captured all the kingdoms that are his neighbor, that are in his neighbor, okay. And then suddenly he wanted to make the Kaling his kingdom, okay. He wanted to Kaling captured the Kaling, okay, and then he attacked over the Kaling, okay. So one of a few kingdom that remained free was that of Kaling, modern day Odisha, okay. So that at that time the city of Odisha was on that time Kaling, okay. So it was a rich and prosperous kingdom, and Ashoka wanted to capture it, okay. A few years after he became king, Ashoka attacked Kaling. The Battle of Kaling went on that days. Okay, so thousands of soldiers were killed and many were injured. Okay, finally Ashoka won the battle. Okay, so Kaling, okay, the Kaling and the Magad, okay, fighted. Okay, and the Ashoka won the battle. But at that evening, when the Ashoka visited the battleground, okay, and when he visited the battleground, and he saw the lots of butcher body, lots of people dying there, injured there, okay, then something changed in his mind, okay. He feels so horrified, okay, he was so horrified, and something in him changed. He vowed never to kill anyone again, okay, and that day he vowed to never kill anyone again, okay. And from that day he changed to a very honest, a very compassionate ruler, okay. He vowed that he will rule over India, but with compassion, with kindness, okay, not with the cruelty. Ashoka now turned to teaching of Gautam Buddha. Now he moved to the teaching of Gautam Buddha. Okay? And as you all know, students, the Buddha has asked his followers to never hurt or kill anybody. So that is why Ashoka also followed his teaching, and he made lots of pillars, okay, lots of edicts, and he asked his people to lead a life with compassionate and honesty, okay. And he also made lots of stoop, okay. So what is a stoop? Now this question is in your mind. What is a stoop? So a stoop is a dome shaped building, okay, as you can see in this picture. This is the Sanchi Stoop, and it is located in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, this is the stoop. Okay, so the stoop is a dome-shaped building where Buddhists pray or meditate. Okay, as we go for praying in the temples, same as the Buddhists go for praying in the stoop. Okay, the Sanchi Stoop in Madhya Pradesh is one of the most beautiful works of art found in India. It is also one of the earliest monuments of India. The sculptures on the walls of the stoop tells stories from the life of Gautam Buddha. Okay, on the walls of this stoop there are some pictures, then some sculptures are carved, and that tells us the story of the life of Gautam Buddha. Okay, and he made lots of pillars. Okay, as you can see this pillar, this is in Vaishali. Okay, this pillar is in Vaishali. The Ashoka pillar in Vaishali, Ashoka had his message carved on such pillars, and he carved his messages on such pillars. Okay, such kinds of pillars are all over the India. Okay, the lion capital of Ashoka our national emblem is taken from the pillar erected by Ashoka in Sarnath. Okay, as you can see, this is the lion. This is the lion capital of Ashoka, and our national emblem also erected from this lion capital of Ashoka. Okay, let's move on to the Harsha, and now we will read about the Harsh. So, as IT taught you in your physical class, that Ashoka was also a king. He was a very great king. So, less than a thousand year after Ashoka's death, when Ashoka was died, so after the thousands of year, less than thousands of year, another great king established an empire in India. Okay, and his name was Harshvardhan. Okay, and around 1400 years ago in a place called Thaneshwar. Okay, so the place name was Thaneshwar. Lived a king named Prabhakar Vardhan. Okay, so there was a king named Prabhakar Vardhan in Thaneshwar. Okay, he had two sons. Okay, so Prabhakar Vardhan had two sons. Okay, and the elder son was Rajyavardhan, and the younger son was Harshvardhan, and he also had a daughter named Rajyashri. Okay, so when Prabhakar Vardhan died, his eldest son Rajyavardhan became the king. After Rajyavardhan's death, Harshvardhan, it means Harsha, became the king of Thaneshwar. Okay, it means the Harshas, yani it means Harshvardhan's father was the king of Thaneshwar, and when he died, Harsha's elder brother became the king of Thaneshwar, and when his elder brother died, then Harsh became the ruler of the Thaneshwar. Okay, after Rajyavardhan's death, Harshvardhan became the king of Thaneshwar, and when he became the king of Thaneshwar, he was only 16 years old at that time. Okay, okay, now let's read about the Harsha's kingdom. Okay, so firstly, look at this map that is given on your screen. Okay, this was the kingdom of Harshvardhan. Okay, this was the kingdom of Harshvardhan, as you can see on your phone screen. So it was not as large as Ashoka's kingdom, but it was also a very large kingdom. Okay, he ruled over a very large kingdom. Okay, so Harsha fought many battles over the next few years, extending the boundaries of his kingdom. Okay, and by the extending the boundaries of his kingdom, he became a large kingdom like this, as you can see on your screen. Okay, okay. He soon had a large kingdom that extended over modern Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal. Okay, so these were under his kingdom. Okay, okay. Now move on to the next. This. Look at this. This is the oldest university of the world. Okay, you can see, and this was located in India. Indians have had universities for higher education long before the rest of the world did. The university at Nalanda, Bihar, was one of the main centers of learning in the world in ancient times. The scholars at Nalanda studied a wide range of subjects. Nalanda flourished under Harshvardhan's support. Okay, so this university that you can see on your screen, this is the picture of Nalanda University, that was the oldest university of this world. Okay, and this university has the variety. This university has the lots of subject that we can study. Okay, and this university flourished under the support of Harshvardhan. Okay, okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, as you can see, these are the coins. Okay, these are not normal coins. Okay, these are silver coins issued by Harsha. Okay, so in Harsha's rule, he issued some silver coins that you can see on your phone screen. Okay, okay, let's move on to the next picture. This is the Huzhang. Okay, he was a Chinese traveler that visited to India during the Harsha's rule. Okay, and we come to know about Harsha as a ruler and about his rule by his writings. Okay, by his accounts. Accounts means, what is the meaning of accounts? So accounts means the writing of the people. Okay, and in the next picture you can see Harsha on his way to pray at the Buddhist shrine. Okay, so Harsha was going to pray in the Buddhist shrine. Okay, so that's all about the explanation and the summary of this chapter. Okay, and now we are going to move on to the exercises of this chapter. Okay, so firstly we will go through the book exercises, and then we will move on to the question answer of this chapter. Okay, so exercise number 1 is fill in the blanks. Okay, now look at the carefully and listen to me carefully, students. And if you didn't fill your book, so please fill right now with me. First one is fill in the blanks. Okay, here you have to fill the given blanks. The Mauryas ruled over the kingdom of Dash. So Mauryas ruled over the kingdom of Magad. Okay, what is the spelling of Magad? Spelling of Magad is Magadha. Magad. Okay. Next one is Ashoka spread his teachings through dash which he placed all over his empire. So Ashoka spread his teachings through messengers. Okay. No, here should be pillars. Okay. Okay. Next one is the lion capital of Ashoka was found in a place called Sharnath. Okay, so the lion capital of Ashoka is in Sharnath. Okay, next one is the name of Harshvardhan's sister was Rajyashri. Okay, so Harshvardhan's sister name was Rajyashri. Okay, right here Rajyashri. Fifth one is Harshvardhan made dash his capital. So Harshvardhan made Kannauj his capital. So here you have to write Kannauj. Okay, what is the spelling of Kannauj? The spelling of Kannauj is Kannauj. Kannauj. Okay. Okay. So let's move on to the next exercise, that is mark the following sentences as true or false. Correct the ones that are false. Okay? So here you have to write true or false in front of the given sentences. Okay? So first one is Ashoka was a kind and generous man from the time he was young. So Ashoka wasn't a kind and generous king when he was young. Okay, he was a very cruel person. So this sentence is false. Okay, so here you will write false, false. Okay. Second one is Ashoka was influenced by the teachings of Buddha. Yes, this is true. So you will write here true, true. Okay. Third one is Harshvardhan's father ruled in Thaneshwar. Yes, this is true. Harshvardhan's father ruled in Thaneshwar. Okay. Fourth one is Harsh held an assembly at Prayag every 5 years. Okay. This is true sentence. Harsh used to had assembly in Prayag every 5 years, and he used to distribute all his money, all his wealth in the poor people. Okay, and he used to help the poor people like this. Okay. Fifth one is Harsh Charita was written by Harsha's court poet Kalidas. No, this is false. Okay, then who wrote the Harsh Charita? Whose writing is the Harsh Charita? So the writer of Harsh Charita was not Kalidas, he was the Nabhat. Oh, he was the Ban Bhatt. Okay, so Ban Bhatt was the writer of the Harsh Charita. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to the next exercise, that is the choose the correct answer. Okay, so students, we won't cover this exercise today. We will cover these exercises next day, okay, in our next video. So that's all for today. Okay, that's enough for today, and tomorrow we will cover all the remaining exercises in the next video lesson. Okay, so now your turn to read this chapter and to revise these all exercises, and if you haven't complete all these exercises in your book and in your notebook, so please complete these exercises in your book, and when I will give you the PDF of question answer, and I'll explain you that how you have to revise and how you have to write this question answer, then you can write it also. Okay, so utilize your time, don't waste it. Okay, and see you in the next video lesson. Till then, keep preparing for your upcoming examination, keep studying. Okay, and take care of yourself.